Brass candelabra, 7 candles. Hebrew book, illustrated, well used. Prayer book. Ritual object with bells. Long silver object in the shape of a hand.
From my earliest memory, Isabel was more than just an elder sister. She was the one standing beside me, protecting me. With her, I felt safe from all the horrors that began to surround us.
2 small wooden boxes with worn leather straps. 1 circumcision knife. Good condition.
Closer to me.
I baptize you, Jose Luis, in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Beatrice, I baptize you, Antonio, in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. I baptize you, Gabriel, in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Judith, I baptize you, Isabel Maria, in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Sarah, I baptize you, Clara Maria, in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Gadal viet Gadash Amerava.
Amen.
Bialma devra kechute. Biamlich machute. Bechayachon uvemachon. Uviedachol bet Yisrael.
Keep this with you, always.
Can't you come with us?
You have to be strong for Clara. You're old enough now. Promise me.
I promise.
John, as soon as your mother is better. Won't be long. Be good girls. To us, Maria, tell her.
Even when we were wrenched from our home and our family scattered, Isabel was there to comfort and console me. Our mother and father sent us on ahead. We would never see them again.
Holy Father, creator of the universe, maker of man in your own likeness, we humbly pray to you for this man and woman.
After so much hardship, we had come only as far as Antwerp, where we settled and grew up.
Lord,
Isabel took control of family affairs. She arranged my marriage to Alfonso Salvador, a converted Jew like us. We lived as Catholics, but we never forgot who we really were. I gave birth to a baby girl, Victoria, and for a long time our family was happy. Until one day the Inquisition burst upon us again. My husband died helping others. For many years he had been smuggling Jews beyond the reaches of Christendom to Istanbul. My daughter was only 13 years old, but now like her mother and aunt before her, fatherless in this world. Once more, we had to abandon our home. Our cousin Joseph stayed behind, promising to bring out others of our faith when he could.
When you finished with that, give it to Louise to take out. Clara, I've sent a messenger ahead to make preparations for us.
I was a widow at 31, and now the shadow of my husband's death fell between my sister and myself, dividing us for the first time. I want you to read this out to me.
What is it?
Alfonso's will.
According to the law of our family, Salvador Benveniste, one single person shall be charged with the interests of all. Thus, I entrust the Salvador fortune to my sister-in-law, Isabel, being the eldest living member. She inherits all our assets in Antwerp, Lyon, Frankfurt, and Venice. I also entrust to Isabel my daughter, Victoria. She will be her guardian until such time as Victoria's marriage. We were so rushed. These few trunks were all we could manage.
Here, that's the important thing.
Of course. But I'll only be happy when I see Joseph and the others here as well. And how long do you think before we'll be able to get a boat?
A fortnight, maybe more. I'm in negotiations with some Turks.
Thank you, Demente. I've been dreaming of our own passage to Istanbul for so many years.
You've made the right decision. Everyone says it's a haven for Jews.
There are no streets in Venice.
Yes, except sometimes at high tide. When I first arrived, 15 years ago, every piazza in Venice was underwater.
And in all that time, you've never had any problems living here?
Never. So long as you keep to yourself.
They tolerate outsiders like us?
If they believe we can bring them good business, for the most part, we converted Jews are welcome. If you break their trust, Venetians can be merciless.
We've learnt to be cautious.
Some of the people Alfonso sent in the past have stayed on to help me. They're very discreet. You feel at ease with them.
Has anyone asked you why we were here?
Oh, I told them you were planning to settle. What with Venetian and Turkish relations being so strained, I didn't think it would be wise to disclose your real intentions.
Can I make this my room?
Of course, if your mother agrees.
There's some powerful Venetians you will have to meet. One of them, Count Foscari, the man who secured your permits, has already invited you to a ball. If it's not too much.
I hope you accept it for us.
I had to. He expects to hear about your investments in Venice.
I can't find my shoes anywhere.
Are these the ones?
No, not those. Probably left behind in Antwerp, like everything else.
Clara, please, we'll be late.
We haven't even got the right clothes.
I don't think anybody's going to notice we're in mourning.
All the more reason to make our excuses. I don't know why you feel we have to go to this ball. What am I going to say if someone asks after Alfonso?
I don't think you need me to tell you.
Or Victoria if someone asks her where her father is?
I'll have a word with her if you like.
No, I'll talk to her.
As you wish.
After all, I am her mother. It's only right that I should be concerned for my daughter. Or should I now behave differently toward her?
You're still upset by Alfonso's will, aren't you?
I'm not upset.
It's just a piece of paper. Nothing's changed.
I'm really concerned for my daughter. Besides, I don't know how anyone can describe a will as just a piece of paper.
Count and Countess Foscari.
Count Foscari.
Donna Isabel and her sister Clara Salvador And her daughter, Victoria.
I'm honoured.
The privilege is ours.
Having heard about you all these years, I'm delighted at last to make your acquaintance. My condolences on your husband.
Thank you.
Allow me to introduce the people nuncio Venice. Her Eminence, Isabella. Excuse me. Well, they've arrived with all their money.
What are they like?
Quite agreeable. You see the one lingering next to the Turkish ambassador? Well, that's the younger sister, Clara. Pretty, isn't she?
Husband?
Recently deceased.
No woman should be left alone for long.
I wish you luck. These converts can be quite unpredictable, you know.
Like all women.
If you are successful, would you kindly let me know their plans? I didn't acquire their permits so that they could go over to the Ottomans with all their holdings. Signor Sane!
De Monte, what a pleasure.
May I introduce Donna Isabel?
I'm honored.
And her sister.
Clara Salvador. May I invite you to dance? Simple, simple, double, double.
Is it your business to know people's names before you've been introduced, Signor Zane?
It's my nature.
And has your nature ever let you down?
De Monte speaks very highly of you.
What does he say?
If I told you, you might accuse me of trying to flatter you.
Then you had better not to repeat it.
Try this one.
What is it?
Red wine. Strange question.
I meant what kind.
Well, what kind do you like?
Do they not drink wine where you come from?
Of course they do.
There are people for whom wine is forbidden because of their religion.
Noble ladies and noble gentlemen, in honor of our Turkish ambassador and for his sultan, a gift to celebrate this rare occasion. For our friendship and for our mutual dependence. Long may we live in peace and prosperity.
It never hurts to flatter your enemies.
Is that why you reward them with such priceless gifts?
Just a gentle reminder that they can never reproduce glass of such beauty. And then come flying out of his mouth.
You haven't introduced us.
Donna Clara Salvador, Miss Francesca Dorazio.
You're newly arrived in Venice?
Yes, from Antwerp.
Of course, your clothes are so refreshingly plain.
Mrs. Salvador is in mourning.
My deepest condolences. Forgive me.
There is nothing to forgive. Excuse me.
Until we meet again.
Victoria, that's quite enough wine. We're leaving. Say goodnight.
But will you not let her finish her glass?
It'll have to be for another time.
Donna Isabel, you're not leaving us.
I'm afraid we're still not fully recovered from our journey.
You must call on me soon.
You've already done so much for us.
Well, I can do so much more. Now, you will call on me.
I will. Good night.
Good night. Good night. Good night. Thank you.
I'm having difficulty negotiating with the Turks about your boat.
How much are they asking for?
It's not money they're interested in.
What do they want?
Oh, they're obsessed with the wonders of Venetian glass. It's like a thorn in the Sultan's foot.
What do they expect us to do about it?
Well, they had some idea that you might use your influence to help them.
How would I do that?
It's dangerous, but convince someone to betray the secrets of Venetian glass to them, then they will give you safe passage. Isabel for Count Foscari?
Please go through. You're expected.
Donna Isabel, what a pleasure it is to see you again. And how are your charming sister and niece?
Very happy to be here. I fear it has not been the easiest of times for them.
No, but you made the right decision in coming to Venice. And we shall do everything in our power to assist you as you settle among us.
How reassuring.
De Monte and I have already started to discuss the various ways in which I might be of service to you. All you have to do is to indicate to me what your interests are. Pepper, spices, silk.
There was something that caught my eye the other night.
Yes?
Venetian glass. I've never seen anything like it.
I must congratulate you, Donna Isabel. You had discovered our most prized commodity. And although traditionally it has always been restricted to those of us of Venetian birth, I'm certain that once you become a full citizen...
I would very much like to learn more about it.
And so you shall. In the meantime, is there anything else that struck you? Something a little less fragile? Perhaps our maritime trade? I would highly recommend it. If, as De Monte says, your intention is to consolidate your business interests here in Venice. That is your intention, is it not?
Of course.
Good. Then, I would suggest an investment in cargo space on 2 ships. You would receive a return rate of 15%.
In the past, we received twice that amount.
Very well, then. 30%. In 5 ships. I'm sure 150,000 ducats wouldn't be too big a burden on your resources. Please don't oblige me to go any higher, or I shall face certain ruin. What do you say? Shall we conclude our business?
I don't see how I can refuse. I understand now why he was so eager to grant us our permits.
I wasn't aware that you intended to make such a large investment here.
I don't intend to. If we give in to Foscari's demands, we'll be trapped here forever. No. I'll have to find a way to give the Turks what they want, so that we can leave as soon as possible.
Let nothing escape you. I want to know everything about their movements, transactions, intimacies, everything.
Come, I want to show you something. This way. De Monte showed it to me. What is it? Careful how you step. I can hardly see a thing. What's down here? Nothing. Wasted storage space. It's cold. What do you think?
we really need a prayer room if we're not going to stay here? What if someone discovers it?
We'll just have to be careful, as we've always been. Clara, we can't just stop being who we are.
Masters of Venice. Yesterday I overheard Hernan Vasquez, an assistant glassmaker on the island of Murano, talking about selling the secrets of our most venerated industry to foreigners. I write this letter with no thought of profit to myself. The man is a traitor to our state and to all its citizens.
But to pray to the Holy One, blessed be He.
You will let me know if I can ever be of service.
Sanctis Apostolis Petrum et Paulo, omnibus sanctus et tibi parte, quia peccavi nimisco citatione, verbo et opere. Mea culpa, mea maxima culpa. Et oprico, beatem Mariam, semper Virginem, beatem Michaelum, archangelum, beatum Ioannem Baptista, Sanctus Apostolis Petrum.
How well do you know Signor Zane?
Not well. I know that he comes from an old family, riddled with debt. The name still holds sway in the courts. And it is said he can be bought. He also has a reputation as a ladies' man.
Can he be approached?
I believe he might be persuaded to help us. Would you like me to try?
Of course. You can never have too many friends.
Upon receiving an anonymous letter on the 3rd day of June, 1518, with charges of the selling of state secrets and bribery of public officials, the Council of Ten has issued an arrest warrant for Hernan Vasquez, who will be sentenced by the highest authorities.
Find Hernan Vasquez and bring him.
I understand you went to a ball the other night. How was it?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Meeting any nice people?
No.
Oh, I can't believe that. A pretty girl like you, so clever, so talented. How many languages did you say you spoke?
5, but I've never really spoken French. So it doesn't count.
Oh, you're here. The doctor's still with Victoria.
What doctor?
Didn't you send for one?
No.
Well, somebody did. He's from the ghetto. I thought it must have been you.
I didn't send for anyone.
My sister, Isabel.
My name is Ruben Montillo. Signor Zane asked me to look in on your niece, Victoria.
Is she all right?
Oh, she's fine. A minor stomach upset. Nothing serious.
Thank you. I'll go and see her. Goodbye.
I told her to stay away from sweet wines. Well, they make better poisons. It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Judith Benveniste.
How did you come to know my name?
One hears things. I know the good you are doing, the lives you have saved.
I thought people in the ghetto would find it difficult to understand us.
It's better they don't know.
much like to.
Oh, no. Signor Zane has already been very generous.
Well, how can I thank you?
Just promise to call on me. If you should ever need my services.
I will. Thank you again.
Thoughtful people, these Venetians. Either that or Signor Zane has his eye on you.
Hernan Vasquez, you have been found guilty of trading secrets of glassmaking to the infidel and forsaking the trust of our serene state. Denounced by your fellow men and revealed before God as you are, we release you into his hands for his eternal judgment.
Monte, come in, come in.
Ah, Signor Zane.
Tell me, how did Clara Salvador lose her husband?
An accident. He fell from his horse.
How unfortunate for her. Still, she's well provided for.
Oh.
Sit, please. And Victoria, what age did you say she was?
Oh, 14, I should think, or 15, I'm not quite sure.
And she's not yet engaged?
No. But I do know they intend to marry her here in Venice.
You do? How do you know that?
Oh, I wasn't told exactly in so many words. No, Donna Isabel asked me to help prepare a Venetian dowry for her niece.
Really? And what have you suggested?
Well, she was thinking of a glassworks. Unfortunately, that has not been easy to arrange.
Of course. You haven't been set an easy task, have you, De Monte?
No, I know.
Well, try not to concern yourself too much. Perhaps I can do something to help. It's time my son did something with his life.
Clara!
Hello. What's happening? We can't see a thing.
Come, come, I'll show you, quick.
Thank you. What are they doing here?
They've come from Rome to bless the fish.
Plenitudo legis, gratiarum actio Deo Patri, et Filio, et Spiritui Sancto, et super habitantis in eo, nunc et semper. Amen.
Just one moment. I take him from here. Do you realize what you've done? You've been a bad boy, and you're going to be punished. And don't come back here. Go!
Thank you for sending a doctor for Victoria.
I'm glad she's feeling better.
Why did you give that boy a coin?
Did I?
I saw you.
Well, the fathers will take it off him later. The church gets everything in the end, almost.
Is that why everyone was laughing?
We're Venetians first, Christians second. We believe in San Marco, a bitten god, hardly at all in the Pope.
What language are they speaking?
Ladino. Your mother used to speak it when she was little, like all Jews in Spain.
I thought Jews weren't allowed in Venice.
Oh, yes, they are. They just have to live in the ghetto.
Oh, can I see it? There are so many people. Isn't that where Dr. Rubin lives?
Yes, it is.
Can we go in?
No. It's forbidden.
Why do they keep the glassworks so far out?
Well, it's easier to protect them from unwanted visitors. And there have been so many fires. The last one almost destroyed Venice.
I feel privileged that you have chosen to take us.
Why? You're one of us. Come.
Thank you.
Let me start by showing you a little piece of magic I learned long ago. Now the mystery. You can hit this glass as hard as you like, but it won't break. Stand back, please.
Watch your eyes.
Victoria Carrera.
And as if by a miracle...
What is that?
A Prince Rupert's drop.
May I have a look around?
Of course. Of course.
This is a wonderful place. Thank you very much.
It must take years to arrive at such perfection.
Yes, and a lot of patience, too. When molten, the glass is alive. You must understand its nature. It's a question of mixture, colour and heat. Smell, also.
How do you know when the glass is hot enough?
Well, that's very difficult for me to explain. The glass tells me. I feel it. I can't explain with words.
I know of many places where your skills are envied and appreciated.
Of course, it takes several lifetimes to learn a craft such as ours.
Such a skill could be highly rewarded. I hope we can talk further.
Victoria's full of intelligence and candor, like her mother. I can think of many Venetians who would be glad to welcome her to their family.
She is still very young.
That is the right age to marry. The Salvadors are a distinguished family. Donna Isabel would be willing to pay an exceptional price for a glassworks.
But what would prevent her from selling our knowledge of glassmaking to foreigners?
You'd only be encouraging her to take her affairs elsewhere.
Not if her niece were wed in Venice.
And who would marry this fortunate heiress?
It's every father's duty to see his son well married.
God bless you.
And you. Good day.
Were you thinking of your son, Andrea?
He's a limited boy. It's the best I can do for him.
Tread carefully, Zane. Are you sure it's the right family? Donna Isabel made a commitment to me that she seems reluctant to keep.
Perhaps she's just being cautious.
Scheming, more like.
I think you'll find the Salvadors are less calculating than you would imagine. The younger sister, Clara, is quite a delicate creature.
Delicate? You're not becoming sentimental, are you, Zane? You, of all people. Delicate, you say?
Stunning.
Oh, beautiful.
Look at this.
I long for news of you. You would do me a great honor by being a guest in my humble country estate. Your devoted servant, Paolo Zane.
May I?
Yes.
There are 5 ways of sharpening a quill. Use the first to send me your news. The second to tell me you accept my invitation. The third to tell me when I shall have the pleasure of seeing you. The fourth to tell me it will be tomorrow. Do not use the fifth. It is intended only for rejections and unkindness. Whatever you do, don't use this quill. Zane has been very kind to us.
You are fond of him, aren't you?
Yes.
And you trust him?
When is the invitation for?
Not till Saturday.
Good. Plenty of time to buy some new clothes. The simplicity of the sky is just right. Be perfect as soon as you know it's doing.
One might almost mistake you for being Venetian.
Good afternoon, ladies.
Count Foscari.
Donna Isabel. A word, if I may.
I'll join you in a moment.
I had hoped that you might have settled my account by now.
I shall speak to De Monte.
Remember, the laws in Venice are very strict concerning trade and security agreements. It pays to conform. The penalty can be quite severe.
Thank you for the reminder. Good day, Count Foscari.
Donna Isabel.
Joseph's here.
I'd swear this was your first proper meal since leaving Antwerp.
No, but it's the best. It's not been easy bringing out so many of our people.
Thank you. How many did you manage?
6 families. For the time being, De Monte has hidden them out on the islands. But the sooner we leave, the better.
We can't wait any longer. Now that Joseph's arrived and Foscari's breathing down my neck for the money I promised him.
I'm afraid Signor Zane's petition on our behalf is going nowhere.
Forget about Zane. We can't keep our people on the islands forever. I'll have to make my own deal with the glassmaker and take him with us. Please try to arrange a safe place for us to meet.
Clara.
Signor Zane.
Victoria. So good to see you.
Good day.
Thank you for coming.
It's my pleasure.
You remember Andrea?
Andrea, how nice to see you again.
You've changed your clothes. You're going to make all Venetian women jealous.
Even Francesca?
Most especially.
Have you known her long?
Since as far back as I can remember. When my wife died, she dedicated a lot of time to me.
Ah. You must be very close.
She's my sister-in-law.
I see.
Andrea was only 6, and he needed someone. She was there.
Let's pretend to talk, otherwise my father will worry.
You talk, I'll reply.
I know a lot of young girls who would like to be in your place.
I would concede it to them with pleasure.
I didn't choose this situation any more than you. However, I do not find it as disagreeable as you appear to.
You clean the squid, taking out its mouth, eyes, stomach, and then Cesare, you take out its backbone. This we give to the birds. Be careful, don't get on your dress. And then we squeeze out the black ink. You see, most of it's on my hand now. Put it into warm water. We get some garlic. We put it into a pan. Wait for it to turn golden, of course. Meanwhile, Cesare has chopped off the skin, add some dry white wine, salt and pepper, and in the end, we take the warm ink and pour it over the dish, slowly, to achieve its color.
How do you know all this?
My grandmother taught me. As her grandmother taught her.
I can't be away from the glassworks for too long. Do you realize how difficult this decision is for me?
Of course. But you accept our terms?
Your offer is generous, but if I accept it, I'll be putting everything at risk. And glassmaking's not only my work, it's my life.
I understand. You'll have everything you need when we get to Istanbul. You will have your own glassworks. I give you my word.
The terms are agreeable to me.
Do you miss your old life?
No, hardly at all. Especially now.
Was it difficult at first?
It's always hard when you're escaping the past. You advance with your head turned back for a while. And then things start to change. When you summon up your memories one by one, you find your home is no longer what it was, your daughter is grown up, your sister is a different sister. Thank you. My marriage was arranged by Isabel. I was never in love with Alfonso. Sometimes I think he married me so that he could be closer to her.
Your sister was never engaged?
No. She's always had to look out for the rest of us. She was never free to live as others do. She never really had a childhood. I want to give Victoria the happiness that she deserves.
She will find it here. In Venice.
Finally. It seems we're going to be leaving very shortly.
Really?
It's good news, isn't it?
Do you really think it's a good idea?
What?
Maybe we should stay a little longer and see how things turn out. I mean, we don't know anything about Istanbul, and Venice has been kind to us.
What happened with you and Zani today?
Nothing. We just talked.
About what?
Oh, I don't know. All kinds of things. Life. Venice. Future. He even suggested Victoria should marry Andrea.
Clara, I think it would be better if you don't see Zani anymore.
I thought you liked him.
The Turks have agreed to send us a boat. We're leaving Venice.
Here, all alone. Are you hungry?
No.
It was nice at Signor Sarne's, wasn't it? Victoria?
What?
Why don't you answer me? I was asking your opinion.
I heard you. I'm tired. I'm going to bed.
Are you sure she was with him?
They were a stone's throw away from me. Anybody could have seen them. She could at least have concealed it.
I'd better have a word with her. Clara, have you lost your mind?
Why?
You were seen last night.
I don't know what you mean.
Don't lie to me. Where are you going? Clara, do you think we chase you like a child? You don't know anything about him.
I don't need to.
You can never have a life with him.
Why not?
Because all Zane has ever wanted from us is to secure a dowry for his son. He's after our money. Will you stop thinking about yourself and think about your daughter?
Victoria is my daughter, and she will do as her mother sees fit.
The will makes me her guardian.
And I'll contest the will.
I forbid you to see Zane again. Ever.
You are only my sister. You cannot forbid me from seeing whoever I want to see.
But we're leaving.
No. Victoria will marry Andrea, and I will stay here to be with her.
Life here. Can you imagine what it would mean to us if we stayed? We would have to live as Catholics.
We do live as Catholics. Do we not attend Mass? Do we not take communion and go to confession like all other Catholics?
However we might behave, to them we can only ever be one thing. Jews.
Jews? What kind of Jews? I mean, what kind of Jews do you think we are? Tell me. What kind of Jews are forbidden to enter a synagogue? What kind of Jews share their table with the same people who chase them from their homes? What kind of Jews allow themselves to be baptized?
The kind that want to survive. That's why we're going, so that we can be Jews.
ממך אלוהי המלך וברכשתך לעולם ועד. גדול אדוני מולל מאוד, ולגדולתו אין חקר, דור לדור ישבח מעשיך, וגבורותיך יגידו, הדר כבודותיך בדברי פלותיך עשיך, וזוזנותיך יאמרו גדולתך ספרנה, זכר אבטוחך יביעו, וצדקתך ירננו חנון ורחום אדוני. ערך אפיים וגדול חסד, טוב אדוני לכל, ארום ממך אלוהי המלך וברך שמך לעולם ועד. גדול אדוני מולל מאוד, ולגדולתך
Victoria, what are you doing here?
I was looking for you, Dr. Reuben. Don't make me go back. I don't want to marry Andrea.
Andrea?
Paolo's Anna's son.
Well, yes, I know who he is, but what is so wrong with Andrea that he's got you in such a state? What did he do?
Nothing. I just don't want to marry.
I doubt very much your mother or your aunt would ever make you do something that wasn't in your best interest. My dear.
Who is she?
It's not important.
She's not from here.
Well, she needs my help.
I want to help her send her away. It's not right that she should be here.
Well, she's my responsibility.
Not when she's among us.
What do you think I should do about Clara? How can I make her see?
Have her believe we support her for now. The less trouble, the better while we're waiting for the boat.
When can we expect to leave?
I think within a month.
I was hoping you'd say a week. I know we both want what's best for the family. It's just that with everything that's happening,
we want different things.
I don't want to stop you from doing what you feel is right. Please forgive me for the way I acted. I won't interfere anymore.
What about Victoria?
You're her mother. You decide.
Thank you.
It's important to me that we stay together.
We will.
Since the day of the last report until today are declared null and must be considered as absolutely void.
May we therefore be pardoned, we the children of Israel, and the foreigners who live among us, for we have all acted through error.
Am I really going to marry his son?
I believe relatives of mine once lived in this house many generations ago. Heartens me to know it's in such good hands. How are you?
I'm well. Come. Signor Zani has something he would like to discuss with us.
Yes. Well, I've been thinking very seriously about Victoria and Andrea. And I thought we might have the engagement in a few weeks and the wedding soon after. What's important is that the idea of this wedding pleases you as much as it does me.
Nothing could give me more pleasure than the happiness of my niece.
Are you excited to be getting married?
Victoria, Signor Zani is talking to you.
My niece is very shy.
Well, we've spent so little time together. I know little about you except that you dance wonderfully. And that's important, isn't it?
It's very important.
But it's also necessary to take care of the mind. Mens sana.
In corpore sano.
Excellent.
Donna Isabel, good news. Your boat has arrived. The Turks are impatient to get their glassmaker.
Well then, we are not staying here another day. I want us to be ready to leave by morning.
What about Clara?
Don't worry about Clara. I'll take care of her. Just be sure to bring the glassmaker.
It will be done. I'll get Joseph to help me.
Donna Isabel.
Count Foster.
It fills me with joy to see these two young people together. There's nothing so fragile, so uncertain, as a union not yet consummated. Don't you agree?
I'll be able to settle our agreement by the end of the week.
There's an underwater channel. You'll have to swim through it to get inside. He'll be waiting for you. There shouldn't be any guards there. Under the arch. We've been followed. I'll have to warn Joseph. Wait here.
Your sister is transformed. To what or to whom do we owe such dazzling beauty?
It's the happiness of others. She's happy for Victoria. She's happy for all of us.
Senor Zane.
Donna Isabel, how are you?
Fine, thank you. I would like very much to speak to you.
My pleasure.
In private.
Will you excuse me from
Of course.
Thank you.
We must go. Monte's been caught. Quickly.
Please.
It's odd, but I feel strangely nostalgic this evening. Perhaps it's the idea of my son breaking free of me forever.
I had no idea you were such a doting father.
You don't know me.
I know you better than you think.
What did you want to talk to me about?
Clara. I fear she's very much in love with you. Much more than I had realized. She doesn't know how to protect herself.
What does she have to protect herself from?
You. She doesn't know how to resist your kind.
What kind am I?
The kind that is proud. Vain. Oftentimes arrogant. Charmer. Seducer.
I'm extremely honored to be here tonight on this very special occasion. Although the Salvadors have successfully wedded themselves to our serene republic in such short time, it is as though they've always been among us. Now, where is our hostess, Clara? Clara? Ah, there she is. Clara, in placing your daughter with one of Venice's oldest and most respected families, you have assured her happiness. Andrea, like his father, is full of integrity and honor. And Isabel, whose loyalty and devotion to her family has helped to inspire this moment. Please join me in raising your glasses and wishing Victoria, Andrea, and the Salvadors a long life in Venice. A long life in Venice. Did you write this?
No, I did not. I wish I had. What are you going to do?
Find out who did write the letter.
I don't see how that's your concern. Shouldn't you be inquiring after the contents of the letter?
Inciting hatred and false claims are serious crimes.
More serious than crimes against the Republic? I see how you look at me, and it pains me deeply.
Thank you for coming at such short notice, Francesca.
I was escorted here.
And you shall be escorted back.
Why are you torturing still? I swear, I don't know anything.
Check his trunks in here. Clara, we have to go. What is it? What are they doing here?
I wrote a letter. Last night. Telling everything about you.
You did what?
Donna Isabel,
Seguitemi.
you're planning on leaving us?
Why are these soldiers here? What are they looking for?
Nothing, I hope.
Nothing?
Nothing that might confirm this letter. Your life depends on it.
Avete guardato?
Isabel Benveniste is a liar and witch. She means to betray you. To wear Venice for Isabel Benveniste has no mercy. She will rob you of everything that you most treasure before your very eyes. Do not touch her money. It is polluted and will curse your shores. Already she uses it to set up business on the Rialto, using men of influence to send merchandise aboard ships and galleys. She poses as an honest Christian. She is neither honest nor Christian. She may attend Mass, but in secret at home she still prays as a Jew. And it is as a Jew that she means to go on living in Istanbul. For Isabel Benveniste plans to steal the secret of Venetian glassmaking and sell it to the Ottomans.
May I?
Please.
What are these?
Prince Rupert drops.
Yes. Exquisite. Made in Venice.
They were a gift.
Really? Enough to hold a small ceremony.
Every servant, every neighbor and friend. We will have to question them all.
Attend the sister and her niece, Victoria. And bring Donna Isabel here.
Now.
I have affairs of state to discuss with her. You have betrayed my confidence.
Your confidence was bought.
I gave you the right to live among us when no other land in Christendom would have you.
I have no right, other than that which must be bought, bribed, and coaxed.
You are filth to me, Isabel Benveniste. A vile, duplicitous Jew. You're a thief and a usurer, and I will have you executed for the injustice you have committed against us. Now, where is the money you owe me?
I already gave you my word you would have it.
Bring it to me now, or I swear you won't live out the day.
I don't have it to give. You'll have it at the end of the week. All 150,000 ducats I owe you.
I don't believe you.
150,000 ducats. And a further 300,000 if you let my family live. It's all I have left in the world. De Monte will arrange it.
De Monte is dead.
Then I will have to make inquiries.
Not where you're going, you won't. I shall put it in your sister's hands.
But she doesn't know anything.
Let's see if you can convince her your life is worth saving. And just in case she isn't forthcoming, we're holding her daughter, your niece.
They've killed De Monte. I'm so sorry. I didn't know it. It was me. I failed us. I failed you. I failed us all. Listen to me. Foscari is holding Victoria somewhere. Find her and leave Venice. I don't know. Ask Sonny. Find her and then go. Everything's been prepared. Here. Take this. It's your responsibility now. Don't worry about me. I have my own understanding with Foscari.
I can't do anything for you. It's not in my power.
I didn't come for me. I came for Victoria.
I'm sorry. It's out of my hands.
You must know where they've taken her.
Your sister crossed Foscari.
Paolo.
There's nothing I can do. Nothing.
I never wanted to fall in love with you. It happened despite myself. Despite Victoria. I was prepared to give up my whole life for you. I was about to take my daughter away from everything she knew, and I had no right. And then, when I saw you in that room, you must know what that meant. Do you feel nothing for me? They've taken away my daughter.
She's being kept close to Venice.
Where?
Somewhere safe.
Don't make me beg.
The convent at San Michele.
Thank you.
Clara. Don't come back here. They'll be looking for you. Be careful. You must go.
Victoria. Victoria. Are you well? You look pale. Please say something.
Why did you come?
Because we're going to get you out of here.
They'll never let me go.
You have to trust me. I promise you.
Where is she?
Who?
Victoria. Tell me where she is.
I have nothing to say. My family is safe. Burn me if you like.
We don't burn Jews in Venice.
Life and death are two sisters as one. That which is forever joined and cannot be separated. As life giving and death taking away. As life supports life and death crushes asunder.
Ever after, I would wonder what my sister might have said about this journey, which had begun so long ago. Had we really survived? Or had our family been shattered beyond all hope of repair? I imagined her saying that death hadn't broken us, but had helped keep us together.